Right, what's up guys? Welcome to another day of Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs. We got pretty far yesterday, so we might be able to complete it today. We did the Dark Descent in 2 days, I think, so we should be able to get this one done as well. Let's go ahead and jump straight back in. I can't actually remember where we got to. Sewers, I think. Not quite sure, but it was only yesterday, I've forgotten already. What's up, Surf? How's it going? Have a good sleep. Thanks for the lurk, as always. Oh, I thought it was locked for a second. I was like, what the fuck? What we got? March 15th, 1899. Curled into my bunk, all sick and sweat-ridden. They clean my room about me, but I can only hear the voice from within that gentlest of stones. It sings to me and I dream of a great machine. We will build a new world from the ruins of the old. We will plant flowers in the rotten ribcage and let them grow to hold the sky from falling. I remember how it whispered to me as we rolled sick and heaving, and I remember when we pulled into Southampton and we both wept, for it was every bit as much a desecration as it had been sung to me. And then we came to London and I set it upon the mantelpiece, and I went into the house and gathered the servants and set on recrafting them. Then I went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of rhododendrons. Oh, finding the children. The flood is drained, I have prevailed. The saboteur is beaten. My heart pounds with excitement, even as my head spins and shudders in feverish anticipation. How this machine now throbs about me, sensing its rebirth is imminent. The final descent beckons me to enter, as Lily once lay on our wedding bed and summoned me into manhood. The heart of the machine. When they first said Daddy, my heart was molten, as if blood frozen upon the ground were held to the sun to thaw and slop. And they were inseparable, always together, one soul in two bodies, and my love was all-consuming. I would die for you, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill. I would set this world to ruin to protect you. I have fought through dark tunnels, great engines, the foulest of beasts. I have set my covenant and drained this flood, and I am come for you now, my darling boys. Oh yeah, he's looking for his kids, isn't he? Enoch and something. Elias or stop an authorized person to enter the facility by order of the manager. Oh, we've got 2 ways to go. No, we don't.
To London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants and reset you and I on recrafting them, and then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone.
Does that mean we killed our kids? Or they died as well? I'm assuming the kids are dead still.
For your children, Madness, to spare them the world you have created. For us all.
down did they...
Dear God, dear Christ, what is this place?
How far down did they go? This is a serious underground. Rod control room. Fucking door.
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
Right, okay. Okay. Right, so we need to do something with these switches then, I guess. Not that one. A final act of sabotage. The bastard has been here too. This is the epicenter of his meddlings. This is where it began, and this is where it will end. I will seek the source of this obstruction, and then I will render this sabotage impotent once and for all. Okay. Oh. Can I not turn these other ones off? Okay. No idea. See if we can find a clue somewhere, or... I might check the other way first, because you can go up as well. Because down seems to be the way out. I'm surprised there's not like any hints, or I mean there might be that I'm just not seeing, but
I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn, all to save them.
okay. Right. What are we doing? Assuming this leads into this staircase. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, got a couple of levers there. Any notes? Or anything like that? Right, Okay, I guess we've got to do something with these switches first. What am I not seeing in here? Or is it just confusing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So why doesn't 3 turn on? Danger Compound X, highly flammable, highly corrosive, and highly toxic. Oh, is that why? Was that all I had to do? Right, let's turn on number 3 then. Journal, ignition control. Now to find the ignition controls and start the machine once more. Elated, I stride forth upon these catwalks. I am coming, my darlings. I have almost saved you. Shame they're probably already dead.
Quickly, quickly, the air is thin. Their little faces turn blue madness. They suffocate, they suffocate.
Daddy, Daddy!
Now, madness, set them free. Set them all free. I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Boys. Boys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What the fuck? Manda's Saboteur. Returning from Mexico, I was struck again by London's filth, the squalor, the miasma, the rot. We should cut free the dead flesh, allow this wound to heal anew. This feels very close to the end. Oh, in the elevator again.
And, emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
Okay. Oh, fuck. 29th of December 1899. Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man, on realizing who he is and what he has become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin again? Are our souls just this, tiny cogwheels and clockwork and intricate machines to serve a function that, upon reflection, we might set to a new task? Can a man, defined by his actions, defined by that which he now finds abhorrent, set to sabotaging this body, his machine, until those children of his soul turn in new motion, and he may awake to a new sun, a new year, a new century with hope in his heart? As I reach my hands to the exposed wires, I ask myself this: is redemption possible for such a creature as I? And if not, then surely better to die amongst my creations than to continue to live as a monster. Regulation. Betrayed. So it is done. The saboteur was me, and the voice on the telephone was him. But what of us? How do we connect? Surely I cannot be responsible for all I see about me. I cannot remember. I cannot remember. All I can grasp is a moment when the world split into two pieces, and the innards of humanity fell through an orifice torn agape into my open, bifurcated heart. Steam vent access only at low pressure.
Where are they? Where are my children?
Why do you ask, Landis? You know the answer very well.
August 31st, 1899. Children really are the most wonderful, useful creatures. The unfortunates from the orphanage are proved indispensable in cleaning the larger steam pipes. It appears that matter from the slaughtering process may indeed vaporize its source, but drifts like dust through the air and lodges in the pipes, causing them to foul. Periodically, we shut the pressure down and send one of our pixies into the pipes to scrub the reconstituted fat away. Armed with just a shortened broom, our little explorers venture into the dark. Of course, we can only pressure down for a short period, so they must be fast. They risk being trapped or boiled by the superheated vapors when they rush back into the system. Then we'll be sending their comrades in afterwards to scrape free the cooling mess. The survivors tell me you can reach all manner of places within the complex through the pipes. I smile, tell them I'm so proud, and then feed them to the pigs. Well, that took a turn.
What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again?
I want my children, you unholy bastard!
Holy bastard! I'm sure this guy will send some things to try and stop me.
Will it hurt?
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it makes anew. Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask instead this. Can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
I can't see. I cannot see a fucking thing. December 1st, 1899. There is a spoon of medicine, it says, and it's a silver spoon, what you did get born holding. Ever so painful for Mummy dear, but grasped so hard it was in a little screaming red fist. Later you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden to get all the way to Mexico, and then you did eat worms with your spoon on the way to stay fat. This spoon was the same you gave your twins, then you used it to dig a hole to their clockwork souls, and you ate up their hearts like soup on the way to keep you fat. Fat little mole, where will you dig next? I asked. You and your little silver spoon made from the silver spine of your children and wrapped in the hair of your dearly departed. Dear sweet Jesus, my darling Elizabeth, what am I become? Someone who's talking gibberish English. Supposed to do that, but it sounds right. Mandus is the saboteur. It seems that the pressure system is indeed the Achilles heel of this facility, something I clearly did not realize in my first clumsy attempt at sabotage. If I reroute the steam, I can wreak havoc. Steam vents, all about me, the thunder of machinery, the blasts of boiling steam. I cannot pass without fear of scalding. I am a lobster, cracked, my circulation stagnated, my vital motions impeded. The steam will boil my hole unless I can find a way to shut it off. I guess I look for that ladder. escape through the pipes. In the throes of my evil, I sent children into the pipes to clean them. Then it seems likely there is another entrance I can use to escape this noxious maelstrom of vengeance. I will ignore the burning in my nostrils from the fumes of that godless Compound X that fuels these machines, and I will become the saboteur. I will destroy the pressure system, enabling me to enter the pipes without fear. Okay, how do we go about doing that? Ah. Pressure regulator, some form of steam regulator. I'll wager if I disable it, the damage caused by the rushing steam pressure could be catastrophic. Certainly enough to force a temporary stalling of this entire engine. That should cause the steam pressure to drop. Mandus, you clever old goat. I can feel this horror, this grief, this betrayal boil into fury. I will not stand. I will not be undertrodden. If this machine is my heirloom, I am the Overman. Pipes and out of the engines. Now quickly through the pipes before the pressure returns and they fill with boiling corrosive steam. I sense the machine snarl itself about me, its unholy, inhuman mind coil and slick and send its dark tendrils through its conduits to repair the damage. I will return to the streets, I will fetch help, and I shall lead the people upon the factory, burn it to the ground and seal this evil place underground forever. Burn away the remnants, the parts that will not process, the waste, the offal of your world, that grit the system and stick the wheels to the temple floor. Right, we're going to call it an end to this episode here. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Follow if you're watching on Twitch, and we'll see you in the next episode.